everyone. I'm going to be showing you today my favorite Christmas adult coloring books. Some are new, some are old. Sadly, this is not all of them. I currently am kind of living in what looks like a hurricane. I can't literally physically cannot get to a giant bin that has Christmas books in it in my own bedroom, because there's gigantic boxes all around it of new furniture that we bought on Amazon. It all came in boxes, and I didn't want to put it out there with all the Christmas stuff, you know, my pretty decor in the living part of the house, and I have a giant, like, massive bedroom. So there's like 8 mega boxes in the middle of my bedroom, and until after Christmas, because my son is moving out after Christmas, and I'm gonna have a whole empty room I'm remodeling, and I'm gonna make that into a home library and a studio for my art and my recording. I'm gonna show all that on video once I can get in there. But the problem is, all this stuff I wanted to buy for that room went on sale on Black Friday, and I had to buy it now because I have nowhere to put it, and I literally cannot get to half the stuff in my room, and I'm like climbing over stuff to get to my bed at night. It's kind of funny. I should see if I can put a picture on here. Anyway, and I also have a bin that has Christmas coloring books in storage that I might try to get to somewhere before I publish this video and pull some more. Anyway, here we go. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my Facebook group. I will link that below. We do have a Christmas contest going on, which I'm going to talk about now. Well, no, I think I'll put that in a separate video, so never mind. There's a Christmas contest going on that I'm going to put in a separate video. I don't know which video will come out first, but I have several prizes I'm giving away. But you can submit colored pictures of certain themes inside the group, and get more info in there. Okay, well, let's just get into the books, because now I'm totally babbling. First, I want to show you the brand new Elf book that came out this year from the Elf movie, the official coloring book. Every book I show you here, I will link it below in the comments or the drop down, so you can, whatever the best price is that I find. I'm going to flip these from back to front. I like doing this video every year for the seasons to kind of show you what I have, new and old, because sometimes I trade, I exchange, I give away, I get new stuff, and that helps me choose what I want to color. And I definitely want to color something in here for December. Unfortunately, I'm still behind with all my projects. That, you know, I had surgery like 12 days ago. I can't lift more than 5 pounds. Like, it's just a nightmare. I'm behind on my videos. I'm behind on my Patreon membership I was going to launch because I was having technical issues. And then I had to get ready for the surgery. And then I got laryngitis. It was real fun. But I am on the up and up, and I love this one. I might do this one. This book is kind of big. I can't even get the whole thing in my camera. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Some people are asking me about my Patreon, which is going to be a color along tutorial membership with different levels and skills in popular and lesser known books. And I had like 15 videos recorded, ready to go, and I was having technical issues getting that launched right when Patreon was changing some of their policies. I was trying to figure that out, and that's when I had to go in for my surgery. So that is still going to happen, and it will be a year-round thing. And I'm also going to put in a couple Christmas pictures I'm going to select after I finish this video. I really want to just get that out there this week. I was a little afraid how much I could commit to it with all the move and the remodel and my surgery, but I think there's enough in there for people to get started. This really is cute, and it's really close to the movie. All right, here's the new How the Grinch Stole Christmas adult coloring book. It's the only adult coloring book for the Grinch that exists. All the others are kid books. Oh, I love that. I can go back front ways to this one. And I feel as if it follows along the Dr. Seuss actual book with the art. Some of it's too busy for me. I wouldn't do. Some of it I will do a couple I'm going to pick from. I love this one. I can only really ever think of Jim Carrey when I think of the Grinch from the movie. This one's cute, the traditional scene. Solve world hunger, tell no one. He's just so great in that movie. Like I can't even think of like the original Dr. Seuss book. I remember seeing an interview Jim Carrey did about how he had to get psychological and mental coaching, and the coach had to stay with him throughout the whole movie because he was so claustrophobic with the Grinch suit on that the first time he had on it traumatized him. He had to like rip it off himself, and he felt like he was being smothered to death. And so like he had to like have like meds and like have someone there to get him through it and talk him through it, psychologist the whole time. I love this. I might do this with the hearts. Yeah, I might feel that way. I mean, you wouldn't think so to look at it, but he was so great in that movie, wasn't he? But what will I wear? He's so funny. Every year we watch that Grinch. I like the new animated Grinch one that came out. Was it last year or the year before? That one was really good compared to like this original, what, 1960s original cartoon Grinch. See, a lot of these are nice traditional scenes. Okay, that is the Grinch, which I love. This one's adorable. It is the Comic Book Cafe's Cute Christmas. I'm so ad nauseum sick of the little square books they're putting out, along with Southern Lotus, Jade Summer, Coco Wow. In the last 6 to 8 months, they're not letting up. I've been asking left and right, can you guys go back to the big books, or at least do every other, and no one's listening to me. And I'm like, you know what, fine. I'm done buying your guys' books. I got plenty of old books of yours. I'm just going to go back to those. So as always, in their old bigger books, you get the little kind of poster card ones. Maybe I'm thinking of doing one of these on my channel here for color along if anyone's interested. I just don't know what medium I should use. These are real cute. And you know, this is, yes, basic Amazon paper, the inexpensive stuff, but you can use alcohol marker in it. I do alcohol marker with some pencil detail in most of the basic Amazon books, in fact, and the waxy pencils work really good in here as well. Isn't this cute? So cute. Love it. I got this last year and I never had a chance to color in it. For some genius discovered the tiny little books that apparently makes them more money and they can produce faster, so that's all they care about. They don't care about what everyone else wants. So, you know what? That's all right. Plenty of coloring books in other countries and other artists still doing the big books. I have like one of those little square books from each artist that I kind of liked, that had more detail that I would probably do, but the rest are just so much all the same, and I get tired of those faces that are just like an outline shape in those cute little cozy books that don't have any actual face detail of like the little critters or whatever. All right, this is Hannah Carlson's God Jewel. I am going to do a picture in here this month in my Patreon, and the books I'm going to be doing in Patreon are ones I'll recycle through, you know, do multiple pictures in, so you're not just buying a book just to do one picture. I really want to do this one. I don't know if I'll do this one on the Patreon. It'll take forever, but I have one chosen for the Patreon. This is one I'll do. Now this, you have to, it's not available in the US yet, I don't believe. I got mine on iMusic website or something. It was like $47 with shipping to get it here. I'll link that below where I bought mine. The website is in a different language, but I think you can still search in English for the book and then pop up, and it's pretty obvious which is the add to cart button. Alexa, cancel, the big blue button or whatever. I love this one too. And I think you could switch to English version. Alexa, cancel. It's trying to tell me I just got an Amazon package, which sadly, oh my gosh, you kidding me? Alexa, you're stupid.
If you'd like to tell me how I can improve, try saying, I have feedback.
Oh my God, I'm pausing this. You've got to be kidding me. It gave me like, it's freaking, Alexa's not taking my feedback. She's freaking out. it was reminding me to go check my mailbox for a package that I knew was in there from yesterday. I never went out and got, but it kept saying the same thing over and over. So I had to go unplug it. Sorry about that. It's funny when you yell at your electronics like they're people. This one I might do for Patreon is cute. I'm going to do the one with the little Christmas pig first. I love this one. I did purchase, I have on the way to me now, Claire Markova's brand new Fairy and Gardens book or whatever. It's on Etsy. You can get it from Cool Craft Book or from, I think, the actual artist, which the shop is called Elfie4 or something like that. I can link that below. It's with shipping again, it was like $40 something. It should be here by Christmas, and I do plan on doing pages of that in the Patreon as well. And I'm not trying to like keep telling you guys I'm doing my Patreon membership. You can join and not doing it. I'm really just behind. I love this. I want one of those to eat. Oh, I'm gonna do the Christmas pigs. I love this. This will probably be my first one I'll do because it's easy. All right, I might do that one this week, in fact. Okay, sorry about. This is An Obvious Home for the Holidays, one of my favorites by Theresa Goodridge. I love the artwork in it so much that I like looking so much at the pictures. And there's so much detail in the book that I often get overwhelmed which one to do or to start, so I just haven't started it. But this would be one I would like to do on camera. It's so gorgeous, but they're so time consuming. And I do use a combination of pencil and marker or felt pen just because it takes so long. That one would be a good one. Obviously, snow effects are difficult to achieve. I love this. You want to know what my favorite Christmas movie is? It is not that. It is... oh my gosh. Totally, ooh, look at that. That makes me think of like a Hallmark movie, New England House. I'm totally blanking out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my favorite Christmas movie. Let me grab my next book. Okay, now this is going to be one of my Christmas giveaways because I have 2 of these. And it is definitely not looking like a kid's book inside. I love this book. So I'll show it to you. All the more reason to join my contest. I'll show it to you. So what was I saying? Oh, my favorite Christmas movie is with Surviving Christmas with James Gandolfini, Ben Affleck, and Christina Applegate, Maureen O'Hara. I don't know. It's funny. It's the one with Ben Affleck is like a millionaire, and he has nowhere to go for Christmas. So his girlfriend dumped him. So he goes to is it New Jersey, maybe his childhood home, to burn a list of his grievances. And the family who lives there is James Gandolfini's family, Italian family, and they're kind of like, middle class, standard middle America. I love this picture. And they think he's a nut job, but anyway, Ben Affleck ends up hiring them to be his family for Christmas. And I don't know why I love that movie. I watch it maybe twice every season. I think for me, because the Hallmark Christmas movies are also like, I do enjoy watching them for the atmospheric feel, but sometimes they're slow, sometimes they're all the same. A lot of Christmas movies are fantasy based. You get Elf, you get the Santa Claus, Tim Allen. But I like Surviving Christmas because it feels like normal American family Christmas for like classic middle America, where that's maybe not like real people, everything's real. It's an older movie, so there's not like CGI, and it's not animated, and it's not fantasy or unrealistic, and it's kind of like I don't know, I love they actually filmed it in I think they filmed in New Jersey in the winter, so the outdoors and the snow scenes are real. It's not all on a set or whatever. It just feels like a real kind of a Christmas. And then of course you get some of that and it's funny. It's funny too. It's a good movie. You guys should watch it. And they use all the classic Christmas songs from the 60s I love in it, even though this movie was probably done in early 2000, but the classics. Most Wonderful Time of the Year, and Nat King Cole, and the Carpenters, and all that stuff. Okay. Speaking Speaking of which, I'm going to show you guys a couple of Christmas novels I'm reading right now you might love. I'll show you that as well because I'm about halfway done. So I will have one of these for free, but you'll have a chance to win, but only one person will win. So I'll link this book below. Okay, I want to show you, this is a Christmas Carol. This is a beautiful Christmas Carol book. I had another one, had to get rid of it because I started like 7 or 8 years ago, and it was when I didn't know how to color, and it was all done in alcohol marker. A lot of the pages and everything had bled through, and it was wrecked. It looked terrible. So I bought a brand new one so I can redo in pencil. Right now being Christmas, it might be hard to find this book. It's an older book, so sometimes they don't have copies available on Amazon, but I will look. But Christmas Carol is one of my favorite. Actually, I think A Christmas Carol is probably my favorite classic novel of all time. I've probably read it 3 dozen times. And I teach descriptive writing using Christmas Carol as an example of what makes brilliant descriptive writing. But I really like this book. And it would be a neat book if you could color it all in pencil so it doesn't bleed through, to save for your family, or, you know, to read quotes from the novel from it and stuff. So some traditional scenes in it. It's a big book. I really like that scene. I remember I did that in marker and it looked really terrible. At least I can be honest about it. Took me 8 years to really get to the point where I have advanced coloring skills and can teach coloring. It's not something that happens just from coloring for fun. You have to apply yourself and learn and take, you know, classes and practice techniques. Otherwise, you could be doing the same level for years and years, which is what I did. Okay, so that is a beautiful book, Christmas Carol. Hopefully I can find a copy for you guys. I'll link it below. I have here The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, which is the other fiction writing fantasy fairy tale. The original Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen has pages and pages of brilliant, gorgeous, glorious, minute, detailed, descriptive writing that I often use passages from to teach, because I teach English and writing and literature. I teach from this and The Christmas Carol because the writing is so amazing, and it brings the scene and the world to life so vividly by the technique of the writing. So I often read and study from that with students. I don't like how some of this has like these wallpapery scenes, so I wouldn't do all of them. There's only some pages I would do, and this is an oversized book. I think it's A4. So for example, I would do some of the actual Snow Village. I would do this one. Not so much these, which is good, because then if you do alcohol marker, it doesn't matter if it bleeds to the other side. Let's see. Too many wallpapery pages, but some people like that. I love this one. I have the Nutcracker also from this book series, which is beautiful. Got all the mittens. Maybe I'll come back and read you guys a couple lines from the Snow Queen so you can see what I'm talking about. I have a special limited edition. Well, I have several special limited editions of Christmas Carol. One is a leather bound from Easton Press. I have one I just got. It was only like $27 from LitJoy, which makes special edition books. And I make a beautiful gift. I bought it for myself. I will show you. Look, I will definitely do this. Look at this snowy castle. Love the black background. I don't have to use up all my black markers. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you a couple of my books, or I'll record that at the end and insert it somewhere when I'm putting this video together. All right. Oh no! What is that? I think is that from? No, this is my really inky coloring board, but probably coffee I spilled. I do have Mice Before Christmas. This is one of my bucket list books to color. It's like The Night Before Christmas. Obviously, you want to use really high quality pencils in this. It's a storybook technically that you can color and then keep for your family to read every year. I did start one in here. The paper's kind of glossy, silky, so you'd want to use like a luminance pencil. Prisma would be fine. I haven't tried polychromos. I've been using Caran-d'Ache Luminance and Derwent Pro Color. I did a little bit here. And I did these two in the luminance pencils as far as I got so far. I tested a water-based pen, and yeah, it went right through. So, unfortunately, I wrecked it, but I'm going to put a little white out over that or something. Okay. So, water-based, no good. I have two Nice Little Town Christmas, Santa's Village, and Nice Little Town Christmas 3. Number 4 is my favorite. There's one place I can go grab a few books that I think I can reach that has some coloring Christmas books. I'm going to do that when I get after these in a minute here. Nice Little Town Christmas 3. These are all single-sided, which is good. I really like this one with the Christmas tree lot. You know, I always love looking at the art of the Nice Little Town books, and I have about 6 or 7 of them, but there's so many little details that I just don't always feel like tackling them. The house decorations, the ornaments, and doing exterior building structures is kind of challenging for me because I can never figure out what color to color them. That one's really cute. I love that. So that's number 3. And then here I have Santa's Village. I think I can grab number 4. This one has the black background. This one is older. I might put this book up and for sale in one of my lots. Not sure I love this book. Don't know why. Too many buildings. Everybody has a different preference. All right. I can't wait to show you the ones I'm really excited about coloring that are new. Well, some of these have been new, but I'm really excited to color in one that I had. Oh my God. Alexa, stop. I feel like I'm talking to my 2-year-old grandson. Just enough. Shut up. Okay, this one was new. This is the one I was going to show you, but this is the Festive Coloring, the one shaped like a house with the Advent windows, which is really interior buildings at Christmas time. They are double-sided, so you have to use pencil. Some of them, again, I'll do. Some that I won't. I like the ones that look like traditional Christmas scenes. The tea shop, the garden center. Some of those would bore me a little. The puppy parlor, that is cute. The book cafe, I definitely would do that one. Oh, I love the toy store one. Mary Bakery. I need to get started on the big one that I was going to show you, the one I was most excited about. I guess I left it over on the table. I'll go get it. But Debbie Macomber's Very Merry Christmas. This is her first one, I believe. The new one that just came out is a combination of the first 2 books, just the best pictures. So she has 3 books now. This one, and then the Holly Jolly Christmas, and then a brand new one, which is some best picks out of both. So if you have either the other 2, you don't need the new one. Let me go this way. I do every couple of years. Merry and Bright. That's a really, really, really good, enjoyable Debbie Macomber Christmas book. It's little. I specifically remember it, and I read it like 3 years ago. Some of them, I like you read, and they don't stick, you know. I might read a new one every couple of years. But they're kind of like overkill. For anyone who's wondering, I do read 108 books every year. I read 9 books a month. I have a strategy how I do that. I read 3 books every 10 days. And I pre-select my books. So every 10 days I'm reading a big, a small, and a medium book. And I take how many page numbers there are, divided by 10. That's how many pages I have to read per day to accomplish that goal. And then I set it up into 3 daily reading sessions, morning, lunchtime, and night. So I do that as well. I do have a, oh, I love that with the books. I love it. I gotta do that one. I do have working on doing a booktube, so anyone who wants to join that, please let me know if that interests you, or subscribe or whatever if you'd want to see that. Yeah, this one I don't think I finished from last year. The windows are undone, the light inside, and the books. All right, I need to set that aside to finish. This is very nice, thick paper. You can use water pencils, water-based pens. Alcohol marker will still go through, but gorgeous book, of course. All right. We're not done. I have more, but I have to pause it. I got the rest of the coloring books. First, I want to show you what I'm reading. This is the cutest book ever. It's The Christmas Tree Farm. It's a romance. Obviously, this is a pen name, Lori Gilmore. She's a big fan of the Gilmore Girls, Lorelai Gilmore, which she actually also references in the preface. There's 2 other books. She wrote The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which I read in the fall. This is probably my favorite so far. It's really cute. I'm almost done with it, and it's about, there is some, you know, I'm just gonna say it like it is. There's a sex scene in there. It's not as graphic as this other book I came across accidentally that I didn't know was in there. It's, you know, it's a romance, but it's more, I was thinking it's entirely a clean romance, and then we got to that part, and there was like a little bit of that kind of spice there, but it's a good story. It's about a single gal who decides, whose twin gets married and goes to another country, and she's never been without her twin, so she decides to go buy a Christmas tree farm, sell all the trees, buy this old dump rundown house that's on the property, and use the money from the trees to redo the property, and nothing's going as planned. It's like a home money pit, Tom Hanks scenario. And of course, Mr. Good Looking comes in and saves the day, kind of a scenario. So I don't know how it's going to end. I haven't gotten there, but I'm going to link that book below. So this is the other one I'm reading, A Merry Little Meet Cute little Christmas novel. So I got to put a disclaimer in here. This is also the author of A Holly Jolly Ever After. I have that one. I haven't read yet. I'm going to read that one next. So don't let this cover fool you. This cute holiday rom-com, sweet romance, cute. It's about a plus-size gal finding love. It is an entirely misleading cover. This book has some very graphic scenes in it, if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, we're not quite at 50 Shades of Grey, but we're almost there. And there's a little disclaimer. I'm going to talk about R-rated stuff here, so you need to fast forward. Disclaimer. This is your chance. Okay, here we go. So this is about a former porn star. Yes, that surprised me. I had no idea when I started reading this book, who decides she wants to get into the regular film industry. She's a plus-size model. She gets hired to do her very first Christmas movie, like almost like on a Hallmark style Christmas movie set. And she has this childhood heartthrob kind of Brad Pitt actor guy who she's always like never gotten to meet, but he's actually going to be her co-star. And so she's trying to hide her past from all the people now that she's doing this cute Christmas movie on this super clean, almost historical period Christmas movie, almost like a Regency era movie. Is what they're filming at Christmas time in Vermont in a town called, is this not Smuggler's Notch? Oh my God, what was it called? Something Notch, Christmas Notch, or Christmas Notch, Vermont. It's a cute little Christmas town. Anyway, so there's some reference to her past job, and then there's a couple of scenes when she obviously and her heartthrob get together and things happen, and yeah, use your imagination. Anyway, this one Super cute. I'm not getting any of those vibes here. This is the third one I'm reading. It's December to Remember by Jenny Bayless. It's about 3 sisters who have been estranged. His father dies. They come together to deal with his wishes, which revolves around Christmas time. Really good book. It's sweet. It's heartwarming. It's funny. It's all about like reconciling the family at Christmas time. Obviously there's some contention over their inheritance from their father, but really cute. This would actually be good in a movie. I'd love to see this in a movie. So if you're not sure about those other two, although I really like the Christmas Tree Farm one, but if you don't want any of that stuff, you could go with this. Okay, and I have to show you my limited edition Christmas Carol book. I do have to, if you can skip all these, you guys, if you don't want to see this. I have to tell you that this is probably one of the best books I've ever read. I'm absolutely in love with it. I was reading this for November. I didn't quite finish it by the 1st, so I started my Christmas books. I'm finishing it. I'm at the almost page 200. This is Dowry of Blood. It is kind of like, if you guys have seen Discovery of Witches, which is a book by Deborah Harkness, a series, and in fact a new Netflix series. It's along those lines. Some vampire stuff, but it's written in a first person from who was Dracula's first wife, Constance. He calls her Constance Carlotta, I guess. And it's written as if she's no longer with him, and it's almost in like a writing letters format. It is absolutely brilliant writing. It is so beautiful, the writing. It is amazing, and I absolutely love it. It is so addicting. And I'm not just saying that. So, but you get these little glimpses at the beginning. She'll do like little glimpses of letters. It is such a good book. Like, desire makes idiots out of all of us, but you already knew that part, didn't you? So it is such a good book. I love it. Anyway, you guys should really pick this up. They actually have an exclusive edition done by a company called Fairy Loot, which is illustrated and is a hardback, which I want to get. Yeah, our home was half in ruins, covered by the slow creep of ivy and time. It was perched high above the village in the craggy mountains where few of the common people ever ventured. So they live for hundreds of years because they're vampires. So there's a lot of historical in there, descriptions of Europe during the centuries and stuff. It's such a good book. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going on back to the coloring books now. I do have this. This is Paul Cox's Christmas, and it's like a pictura. It's like a card thing, and I kind of really want to do this, but I feel like it would take me the whole season, right? So you can open it like a book. Snowy scenes. You got all these people. You got like an old town. This looks like Vienna at Christmas time or something like that. I'm getting some kind of, I'm pretty sure this was a British book, which you kind of get the feel to when you're looking at the pictures. But it does pull out into an entire poster. If you come back to the front, like, where's the, I haven't torn it yet. It comes all out like a whole runner poster, right? A long one, which you can put like a wallpaper border in your room. And it's a little bit older. I don't know if there's any available, but I will link it if I see it. I really want to do it, but I feel like it's just going to take me so long. Okay. I showed a couple of these recently. I did a video showing all of my Lacy Sunshine books. I have a bazillion of them. These three in particular are kind of Christmas themed. This is Christmas, Lacy Sunshine's Christmas with the Sunshine Tots. And they're just cute little quirky, whimsical characters. You totally get like, there's 2 of each. You get like kind of a Hannah Lynn and a Deborah Muller and a troll vibe to this. They're so cute. I gotta pick a couple of these to do. Aren't they adorable? I do have some that I know I'll never color in. I am keeping the Christmas ones, but I'm going to put some up for sale when I get around to it. I can't say when that will be. This is Seasons Greetings, Rory's Seasons, another Rory Gilmore fan, most likely. Any other Gilmore Girl fans out there besides me? Probably rewatch the whole series once a year. So this is Seasons, so it has all the seasons, right? It has winter, spring, summer, and fall. So it's not just Christmas. This is the Holidays Greatest Hits, which I believe is primarily Christmas, but maybe not. I don't remember. Let's look. Christmas. It has Halloween. Yeah, some Halloween in it. Oh my gosh, I didn't get to do... I would have loved it in those for Halloween. I just got this book a couple weeks ago. You got Easter, Valentine's, Mother's Day. All right. So if you like that kind of style, a few of these might be good options for you. Here, this is the one. I don't even think I can fit this into the camera. This is the giant poster book, the Nutcracker. It's new, came out this year. It's beautiful. I have to color this at my kitchen table because I can't do it on camera. But they're tear out, and this is only 1/4 the size of the picture, right? If I turn it, you can kind of see. But they're thick cardboard, and you can color them and like make them into actual art and hang them on your walls or frame them, do whatever. I'm just gonna color it, but I think it's gonna be so fun. Speaking of the Nutcracker, I'm gonna show you my top 5 favorite book of all time. It's not Christmas Carol, or apparently no, Dowry of Blood. It is right over here. I read it last year. I'm going to read it again this year because it is amazing. It's a retelling of the Nutcracker. It is so fun. There's actually 2 Nutcracker book retellings I absolutely adore completely, but they're so different. Okay. I loved it so much that I went and purchased the exclusive UK edition, which is a hardback with sprayed painted edges and all that. But I do have the paperback one where I originally read it as well. Oh, and I have my absolutely gorgeous Murray Sindak Nutcracker book. Ooh, I should show you that. It has beautiful art in it. Oh, books are so fun. Okay, that is this gorgeous Nutcracker. Everything I'm telling you about, I'll definitely link. Find my other one. It's probably in storage. My 2 favorite Nutcracker retellings. This one is a special. It's called Midnight in Everwood. It's Emma Kutznier. This is a special edition, which you can only get like on eBay, right? I read the paperback originally. It has these sprayed edges. It has the interior art. It has a signature as well. Trying to see. Anyway, so it's absolutely beautiful. The other one I wanted to tell you about, I'll tell you in a minute. They're very different. So you can get the paperback on Amazon. I'll link it. It's so magical. Every page is like dripping with holiday description, great descriptive writing. You know, just the houses, the foods, the fantasy world that she finds herself in 06, and she's a older teenage girl. She's being pressured into marriage after Christmas. She ends up giving her final, she's always wanted to be a ballerina. She's giving a ballet performance. She somehow gets sucked into a magic clock, which takes her into Everwood, which is kind of like you see at the end of the Nutcracker, the snowy castle land of the sweets scene. She gets pulled into that world, kind of like a Narnia scenario. And like everything is just dripping with snowdropped candy and just music and beautiful like snowy descriptions, and everything is like magical, and there's obviously good and bad forces. It's a fantasy, but it's completely enchanting. It's such a good book. If you can get the paperback of it. The other one that I absolutely adore, I can't find it, I'll put the picture up. It's the Enchanted Sonata, and that one is completely different and is probably almost on tied with my favorite of Midnight in Everwood. It is it's I guess about Clara. She's older, she's not a teenager, and there's a musician that goes around playing a flute, and all the children in their sleep at night leave the town. They're under a spell. This is another fantasy. And again, so this is actually in the land of the Nutcracker land. but done in a fantasy style. Not quite as beautiful, like holiday-ish descriptions as this, but it's completely different. But it's so good. It's such a good book. And again, gorgeous writing for the season. More wintry. I would read more in January. This one I probably read more around Christmas. So both are excellent. And just wanted to give you those recommendations. Okay, so I did find... Oh, I have to show you this to you guys. This is my absolutely beautiful Maurice Sendak, who wrote Where the Wild Things Are. Full illustrated book of the Nutcracker by E.T.A. Hoffman wrote the Nutcracker, the original. This is a great gift book. It's real thick. I read it every year. And it's Where the Wild Things Are is a famous children's picture book that was around when my kids were young. My kids are grown now. But it's got his style of art in it. Great gift book for anyone who loves classic lit, or, you know, any middle-aged kids or older kids. So you get all the art in it, and the really heavy quality paper. It's a heavy, heavy book. I don't know if it's still available. I've had mine for years. I'll take a look. But if you're looking for gift ideas to give to anybody, or this is part of my own collection, this would be a good option. All right. Now I've told you all the things I officially like. I do have the Mystical Lands Christmas by Karen Myers. This is from that series that does like the mystical lands of all these Kelswitch and Ichana and all the ones I can't mention. I have the Autumn book, which I showed you guys. Let me just go. There's 2 pages of each. But it's very like forest. Kind of like Nice Little Town Christmas with the Mice, but all in the forest. Little houses, and it's really cute. This is a little bit of a newer book. I'd probably do at least 6 or 7 pictures in this book. I can see I really like. Yeah, so there's 2 of each. That's the Mystical Lands Christmas. I do have here, I found my Nice Little Town 4 I was telling you about. I didn't think I could get to it. I moved some stuff. This is the one that I like the best. Has a little more interior, I felt like, than the scenes. I don't know. Just seemed more like traditional Christmas scenes in this one. This is going to be a really long video. I did not intend that when I started. I'm just showing all my favorite holiday things. Okay. I have Nice Little Crown Christmas 2 as well. I found. So this one has the black background. It's a little more basic. It doesn't have quite as like all the some landscape, which the other ones don't have, for one thing. It has some more basic line art, and then it has some that are just kind of oddball. I'm not sure if this is one I would keep. I do like that one. I can't turn though for every single landscape picture because it would take too long, and my back's killing me. That is Nice Little Crown Christmas 2. I should show you. I did find Debbie Macomber's other book, The Holly Jolly Christmas. I believe this is the one that came out 1 to 2 years ago. The other one was the older one. I think, as I recall, this is the one I like better. Yes, because it has more traditional scenes in it. I started that one with alcohol marker. You can see I don't care about the quotes on the other side. I'm not like as big of a book fan where I have to have all the quotes, you know. It's really hard to show this on camera. It's so thick. All right. If you could only get one, this is probably the one I would get first. I got this at the end of the Christmas season last year, so I didn't get much chance to color until the one I just started this year. Love that one so much. I might want to do that one. Lord, I didn't realize I had this many Christmas books, and this isn't even all of them. Obviously, we have the Deborah Moeller Christmas books. These are the only ones I can access at the moment. Holiday Hair, one of my favorites, A Gothic Christmas, Peppermint Kisses and Gingerbread Wishes, and Sweet Christmas. The Gothic Christmas I love just because it's so unique. You don't get a whole lot of Gothic Christmas type coloring books. Makes me think more Victorian era than Gothic. But there's a little hint of Gothic in there, I guess, which kind of those two time periods do go in tandem. Because it was during the Victorian era when Gothic literature became a real thing and a trend, which stemmed, of course, from Gothic architecture, which goes way further back than that. That goes back to the 1700s. Well, technically, the first Gothic novel was written in the late 1700s with the Castle of Otranto, but when we got into the late 1800s, early 1900s is when there was really a boom of more modern Gothic literature, where you get a lot of the vampire Gothic started coming out. All right, so you have Gothic Christmas. I don't know, I have Holiday Hair. I think I might have done a couple in here. And Watercolor, that one turned out terrible. That was a couple years ago, maybe a year ago. Yeah, that did not go as planned. That was all with water brushes. That was a full experiment. This book would be best with pencil. I have another one I did in alcohol marker and stickles in here. Let's see. Here it is. And pen pastels in the background, gel pen, marker, all kinds of different stuff I did on this one. Adorbs. This one I don't even know if I've colored in, have I? I'm just not the biggest fan of coloring food. I don't know why. There's a lot. Oh, did I? I guess I did, but I don't like. Oh, I love that one too. I do like this book. I always feel like I can't get my food to look like natural, so I avoid it. I could swear I did another one in here though. Isn't this a fun book? It's really cute. I wish she would do an artist edition in this one. That's Peppermint Kisses, Gingerbread Wishes. And lastly, I have the Sweet Christmas. I have glitter all over it from whatever I was doing in it last year. This one I'd love to have an artist edition as well. Did that one last year. This is all alcohol marker. This one too. You can do alcohol marker in Amazon coloring books. Nutcracker. I forgot to use my divider page, as you can see, so it bled through the next page. Cute, cute, Sweet Christmas. I only have a couple left. You all are so awesome sticking with me. Of course, this is brand new. The Ellen Roberts Beauty of Horror, the giant one. You have the Halloween on one side, and you have the Christmas on this side. I'm going to be doing a page in this Christmas. If you like horror but want to do a Christmas themed one. He's such a brilliant, amazing artist. I think it's just, I like to challenge myself and do things a little differently sometimes. Not everything being a traditional Christmas picture. The Halloween side is amazing. I remember the video I did a full review of this book, how excited I was when this book came out. Even Ellen Robert, the artist, commented on my video. That was cool. Merry Creepmas. I wonder if I should do one of these on Patreon. Oh my god, I need to just go work on that technical thing. I gotta call them to figure out. It wasn't allowing me to launch. I was missing something. I was doing something wrong. Octopus for Christmas. Nice. Little too busy for me. That's hilarious. Look, this gingerbread stabbing him in the butt. I like it. Okay. Can't go wrong with Val and Robert. And this one, I think I have one more. This is The Beautiful Night Before Christmas coloring book by Charles Santori, but it's also the story itself. So you can color it in its entirety with pencil, which I would like to do. It's in my bucket list books to make it a beautiful heirloom. I forgot to show you my limited special edition Christmas Carol book that I just got from LitJoy. It would be an amazing gift, this book. See, you have all the actual story on the left side and big letters. You have to really take your time on this, though, if you want it to be like an heirloom, like something you keep in your family. Do a really nice job. All right, and then is the book, Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. It's their own special version. It has gold embossed edges, you can see here. Has a one-of-a-kind art. It has illustrated in papers and back papers. It has artwork. I think they still have some copies left. I think it was only like $27. So I can link that below if anyone wants to get it for someone for Christmas. I think it's beautiful. I collect Christmas Carol renditions, so I have like 15 of them. Only special ones, of course. I'm not sure if anybody would ever want to see that, but I was talking about how I teach out of this book what makes descriptive writing. Page 2, when they're talking about Marley's Ghost in stave 1, is where you get this brilliant description of Ebenezer Scrooge that was so strongly written, so vivid, that it set a character so distinct from any character you've seen in literature that it lasted for hundreds of years as a popularity and was made into movies. It starts here with this passage. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge, a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, hardened sharp as flint, from which no steel had ever struck out generous fire, secret and self-contained and solitary as an oyster. The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, shriveled his cheeks, stiffened his gait, made his eyes red, his thin lips blue, and spoke out shrewdly in a grating voice. A frosty rime was on his head and on his eyebrows and his wiry chin. He carried his own low temperature always about with him. He iced his office in the dog days and didn't thaw 1 degree at Christmas. External heat and cold had little influence on Scrooge. No warmth could warm, no wintry weather chill him. No wind that blew was bitterer than he. No falling snow was more intent upon its purpose. No pelting rain less open to entreaty. Foul weather didn't know where to have him. The heaviest rain and snow and hail and sleet could boast of the advantage over him in only one respect. They often came down handsomely, but Scrooge never did. So that description is known to, when you're trying to, if you're a writer, you're trying to combine the setting, the scene, the weather, the time period, the history into physical descriptions of a character. And you blend the character's traits with external environmental traits that really builds a memorable character that can last hundreds of years, like as a literary canon. So, I mean, it's one of the most brilliant descriptions I've ever seen of a character. So I do use that a lot to teach them in my writing classes. But anyway, so love this book. Great gift for anybody. It's so cute. Okay, well, that was fun. I had fun making this video, especially now that I'm more recovered from my surgery. So I hope you guys found something you like. Everything linked below. It's going to take me a bazillion years to go put them all, the links in there, but I'm going to do it now. Thank you so much. Let me know what you liked, and I'll see you in the next video.